Okay, so previous topics we have discussed order of precedence or importance in the video, and next we have one note written here. There are two equal to. Okay, one equal to is used as assignment operator and one equal to is used to check or test whether a given number is equal to that number or not. You can see here I have written ch1. So ch1 is a variable and I have used equal to sign and then I have written a. So what actually is happening, we are assigning the value a to this variable ch1. So here 1 equal to sign means assignment operator. It is used to assign a value to a variable. Okay, our variable is ch1. So this variable is getting one value a. This variable ch2 is getting one value b. So here 1 equal to sign is used to assign a value to a variable. But if we have 2 equal to sign like this is used for testing or checking if these two are equal or not. If I write a equal to b, then computer will check if a is equal to b or not. Good morning. If a is equal to b or not. So we have to see single equal to sign means assignment operator. Okay, assignment operator, and it is used to assign a value to a variable. Suppose I am writing a equals to 9. So I am assigning the value 9 to a. Now assignment operator is a binary operator. Assignment operator is a binary operator because it needs 2 operands. I am writing a equals to 9. So this operator needs 9 at the right side and a at the left side. It is a binary operator. It needs 2 operands. It needs 2 operands. Okay. Now here equal to is testing operator. It tests or check if this number is equal to this number or not. Suppose I write 9 equal to 9. So it will check if 9 is equal to 9 or not. And it will give us the value true if it is true and false if it is false. So it is giving actually Boolean values. And it is a relational operator. Next we are going to study is logical operators. Logical operators are also called conditional operators. In Java programming language, we have 6 conditional operators or 6 logical operators. 5 are binary, means they need 2 operand, and 1 is unary. So these are logical and, written as like this, logical or written as 2 pipes, logical not written as exclamation sign, and this one is unary. Bitwise and written like this, bitwise or written like this, and bitwise exclusive or written like this. We are going to study logical and, logical or, and logical not. We will not study bitwise and, bitwise or, and bitwise exclusive or in this chapter. So we are going to study the first one, logical or operator. Okay, what is the use of logical or operator? Logical or operator gives result as Boolean value, means true or false. So these are actually used to check if something is equal to something or not. Okay, now for example here we have written 4 equal to 4. It means we are checking if 4 is equal to 4 or not. And here also we are checking 5 is equal to 8 or not. Okay, now here we have used or. Or will give Boolean value true if any one of its operands are true. If this is true, then also we will get true as answer of the whole, or if this is true, then also we will get true. If both are true, then also we will get true. It will only give false when both are false. If any one is true, then it will give the value as true. Or is like this. For example, if I will say, if someone is getting marks equal to 33 or greater than 33, mark him pass. So here we are having two conditions. If any one condition is true, then he will get pass. For example, if he has got 33 means equal to 33, then also he is pass. And if he has got more than 33, like for example 50, then also he will pass. So here what we are doing, we are giving true value if any one value is true. Now one more thing, 0 and other numbers. If 0 is written like this, 0 and then or then 8, so 0 means false. 0 means false, and non-zero number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they mean true. Okay, now we can check it. This one, 4 equal to 4. Tell me, is 4 equal to 4? Yes?
Yes.
True.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is true.
Yes.
So here we have got true. 5 equal to 8. True or false?
So false.
False. So it will result into true because one expression is true. The first one is true. So it will give us the value true. Now here 0 means false,
True.
and 0 here also means false. So it will result into false because both are false. Neither expression is true. If both the expressions are false, it will give us the answer as false. Here 5 greater than 8. True or false?
So false.
5 less than 2.
False.
5 less than 2 also false. So it will
False.
result into false because
False.
both expressions are false. 0 or 8. So 0 is false and 8 is true.
True.
So anyone is true na, so it will result into true because second expression is true. You have to remember this, 0 means false and non-zero means true. Okay, non-zero means true and 0 means false. Okay. Next we are going to study is logical AND. In logical AND, both the conditions should be true. Both the conditions should be true. Then only it will give true. So it results as Boolean value true if both of the expression means both the operands, left operand also, right operand also, both are true, then only it will give value as true. Otherwise it will give false. So for logical AND, both the conditions should be true. For example, 6 equal to 3. 6 equal to 3. True or false?
False.
False. And 4 equal to 4. 4 is equal to 4. So one is true and one is false. Both should be true, then only it will give true. So results into false because first expression is false. Here 4 equal to 4, true. 8 equal to 8, true. So it will result into true because both expressions are true. 6 less than 9, true. 4 greater than 2, true. So it results into true because both expressions are true. So it will give you answer as true. 6 greater than 9, false.
False.
5 less than 2, false. So it will result into false because both the expressions are false. So in logical AND, if you want to get a true value, then both the conditions should be true. Okay, both the conditions should be true, then you will get value as true. Now for example, there are two subjects in an examination and the condition is that the student must pass in both the subjects. So we will use AND operator. So this subject also we need pass and this subject also we need pass. Then only we will pass the student. So in that condition we will use AND operator. Okay. In that condition we are going to use AND operator. Next one, logical NOT operator. Logical NOT operator, you know very well, it is a unary operator because it needs only one operand to work on. So it works on single expression or single operand. It does not need two operand. So it is a unary operator. It is not a binary operator. What is the use of this operator? The logical NOT operator negates or reverses the truth value. Means if it is true, it will make it false, and if it is false, it will make it true. Okay. The logical NOT operator will negate or reverse the truth value of the expression following it. If the expression is true, it will make it false, and if it is false, it will make it true. If the expression is true, then this expression will become false, and if it is false, it will become true. Now for example, we have this one, 5 not equal to 0, true or false? 5 not equal to 0, true or false?
True.
Yes, 5 is not equal to 0. So here we are getting the value true, but here again we have logical NOT. So logical NOT will do what? It will change the truth value. We had truth value true, but it will change it to false. So this will result into false because 5 not equal to 0. Yes, 5 is not equal to 0. It will return true value, true truth value.
So for not equal to, we have to put the logical NOT operator after 5 also.
Before 5 na. This is for checking if it is not equal to. Here this one is not equal to, this one is not equal to. Come here. Here not equal to is a relational operator. It is used to check if it is not equal to or not. You can see here na, P not equal to Q. Yes, true. So here this is not equal to. This is actually relational operator here. We are here checking if 5 is not equal to 0. Yes, 5 is not equal to 0. Then here it is logical NOT operator. If we have this one and equal to sign both, it is not equal to sign. So it will return the value false. Now here 5 greater than 2, true or false?
True, but
True.
it will convert in
Convert
false.
it and make it false. So results into false because the expression 5 greater than 2 is true. So it will give the value as false. 5 greater than 9, false,
But it will convert it into true.
So results into true because the expression 5 greater than 9 is false. Okay. Now one thing we have to see, this operator logical NOT, I had let you see the order of precedence right now, that multiplication, division and modulus are most important. Then we have addition and subtraction, then relational operator, then equality operator, then logical AND, then logical OR. But before all of these we have one of the most important operator, and that is logical NOT. Logical NOT is the most important one. Means in order of precedence it comes at the first place. So it will be done first. So that is why we need to use bracket. Okay. Here if we will not use bracket, then what will happen? This logical NOT will work with 5 and it will make it change its truth value. What is the truth value for 5? 5 is non-zero na. Non-zero means true, right na. Non-zero means true. So it will make it true and then it will change. So it will create trouble. It will create trouble. Here. So the logical negation operator means logical not operator, this one has a higher precedence, means higher importance than any of the relational operator, than any of the arithmetic operator. It is most important one, it will be done first. So therefore if you are negating an expression, you have to enclose it in parenthesis bracket. Bracket will be done first. So if you want to work with this logical not, you have to go for bracket. For example, if I will write like this, x greater than 5, suppose x is 9. So what will be the value that I am going to get? 9 greater than 5, true, right now, and then it will negate it and make it false, right now. So we'll reverse the result of expression x greater than 5. So 9 greater than 5, the result will be true and it will reverse the result of true to false. Now if we do not use bracket, then what will happen? Suppose I have not used bracket, x greater than 5 and then negation without bracket. So it is actually x greater than 5, no. First it will work with negation operator because it is more important than this relational operator. So is equivalent to like this. First computer will work on this, then it will work on this. That is, it will first reverse the truth value of x. Suppose x is 9. So it will change the truth value from true to false. And if you will run this code in computer, it will give you error. Okay, because that is not supported. So it will first reverse the truth value of x because we are using it, and then test whether the reverse of x truth value means either true or false is greater than 5 or not. So it will be a trouble. So that is why it is always recommended to go for bracket with logical not operator because it is most important. It will be done first, then any relation operator will work or any other operator. Okay, next we are going to study is assignment operator. We have discussed it in previous classes also. Assignment operator is used to assign any value to a variable. Okay, so we have the assignment operator. So Java offers an assignment operator, single equal to sign, to assign one value to another. If you want to assign one value to any other word or any other variable, you can do this. For example, I am writing like this. I have written int. Int means
Integer.
integer. Int means integers. Okay. So actually I am writing integers. X, Y and Z are integer values that we are going to write. Okay, means it will be without decimal. Now x equal to 9, y equal to 7. What I am doing actually is I am assigning the value 9 to x. I am assigning the value 7 to y. I am assigning the value of x plus y to z. I am assigning the value of z into 2 to z. Okay. So actually I am assigning one value to another, and for that we use assignment operator. For that we use assignment operator, single equal to sign. Now there are many assignment operators. For those assignment operators we have some shorthand operators also. Have you heard this word shorthand? Shorthand?
No, sir.
No. So shorthand is actually used in court. Okay. In court we usually use shorthand. In court the judge is there and the judge usually speaks constantly in the whole case, and there are two persons sitting near him, and these two persons are typing everything what he is speaking. So you can see how fast they are typing right now. So instead of typing the whole word what the judge is saying, they actually type some short words. Okay, they usually type the short word or code of that word. So instead of writing the whole word, they usually write some part only. That is called shorthand, and that is mostly used in code. Here also in Java, instead of writing some big codes, there are some shorthands. They will just decrease the size of the code. So Java offers special shorthands that simplify the coding, means make the coding small, that simplify the coding of a certain type of assignment statement. Okay, so it is actually simplifying or making the coding small. So general form of Java shorthand is like this: first variable, then equal to sign, then variable, then operator, then expression. We usually write like this. You can see here x equal to x minus 10. So x is variable, equal to sign, then again variable x, then operator minus, and then expression 10. So we usually write like this: x equal to x minus 10, x equal to x into 3, x equal to x by 2, x equal to x modulus 2. But instead of writing this, we can write like this also: variable x, operator minus, equal to sign, and then expression 10. So instead of writing x equal to x minus 10, we can write x minus equal to 10. Instead of writing x equal to x into 3, we can write x into equal to 3. Instead of writing x equal to x by 2, we can write x by equal to 2. Instead of writing x equal to x modulus 2, we can write x modulus equal to 2. So we don't need to write so much big codings. Okay. Now what about execution speed? Both speed are same. The time that will be taken by Java compiler to compile this code will be the same time that will be used for this code. So Java shorthand just shortens the expression. It does not fasten the execution. The speed of the execution, compiling of the code, running of the code will be same. It is just letting you type some less. Okay, done. Any problem? Yes, class, any problem?
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
so
sir.
we are going to study
No,
the
sir.
next topic. Next topic, displaying on monitor. Displaying on monitor. Okay, if you want to display anything on monitor, then the code that we use is system dot out dot print ln. If you want to print something, the code that we use is system dot out dot print ln or system dot out dot print. So either this one system dot out dot print ln or this one system dot out dot print. These two are used, either this one or this one. Now with them, what do we write? System dot out dot print. We can write name of variable also. Okay, for example, I have initiated one variable a. Okay, a equals to 10 suppose. So I can write system dot out dot print ln and then I will write the name of the variable. it will print 10. Right now, it will print 10. Now, instead of writing variable, I can write any expression also, any string also. It should be in double quotes. So, for example, I am
Yes, sir.
writing this is class 8 C and D in double quotes. So, whatever I will write in double quotes will be printed as it is. So, computer will print this is class 8 C and D. Same to same will get printed. Same to same will get printed. So, either you can write the name of variable, whatever value will be there in the variable will get printed, or you can write the string also, it will be printed as it is. One more thing you can do, you can write string plus variable both, string plus variable both, and that is here string is working as what? Concatenation operator. Here plus is working as concatenation operator. For example, you can write system dot out dot print ln, and I am writing this is class, okay, and then instead of writing 10, I am writing a is a variable, it will give the value 10, and then this is class 10. I can write like this is class 10. So this is class will be printed as it is, then after that a will get printed and a is having the value 10, so it will print this is class 10. Okay, so we can write either the name of the variable, we can write either string, or we can write string plus variable both. We can write string plus variable both. Okay, now what is the difference between these two? System.out.print and system.out.println. So in system.out.print, the computer will print the argument, but the cursor will remain on the same line. So on the same line after printing. Okay, in system.out.print, the computer will print the argument, whatever you want to print, but the cursor will remain on the same line after printing. For example, if we will write system.out.print 1, okay, 1, then again I am writing system.out.print 2, suppose. Okay, here I am writing 2. So what will happen? What will happen here? First computer will start system.out.print 1, so it will print 1. After printing 1, the cursor will remain on the same line. It will not change the line. Then it will use this one, system.out.print 2. So it will then print 2. Okay, it will not go to the next line. But if you have used print ln, okay, so what will happen here? Computer will first print 1. After printing 1, because it is written ln means next line, the computer will move the cursor to the next line. So cursor will come here, then it will print 2. After printing 2, here also we have ln means next line, the cursor will move to the next line. So this will be printed like this 1, and in the second line we will have 2. So this is the difference between system.out.print and system.out.println. So in println, the computer will print the argument, and after printing the cursor will move to the next line. After printing, the cursor will move to the next line. Okay, now you have to tell me what will be printed if I am writing the code like this. Just 1 minute, let me write the code. Okay, now tell me what will get printed.
Sir, 1 and 2 will be printed in the same line, and then the 3 will be printed in the next line.
Like this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me why.
So because in print it will not change the line, but when it's written print ln, then after 2 it will change the line.
Yes.
And so 3 will be printed in the next line.
And after printing 3, the cursor will move to the next line also.
Then again the cursor will
Move to
go in the next line.
Next line.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now in this condition, tell me what will happen. What will
Sir,
get
all
printed?
that 3 so no, sir. So, sir, first the 1, then in the next line 2, and then in the next line 3.
Yes, and next line 3.
3.
Or 2 and 3 will be in the same line.
No, sir.
No, sir, no, sir, sir.
No.
Alag alag hoga.
Yes.
Sir, first
Correct.
1, then the next line 2, and then in the next line 3.
Yes. Yes. Very
And
good.
sir, if you will be writing any other thing again, then it will be written beside
Same
3.
line. Yes. Very
Because
good.
the last
Yes,
one
and the same
print.
line.
Same line. Very good. So what will happen? System.out.println 1. It will print 1 because ln is written. It will move to the next line. Then again system.out.print 2. It will print 2 because ln is written. Move to the next line. Again system.out.print 3. It will print 3. But because ln is not written, it will remain in the same line. Okay. Now we have some more questions. Now answer these questions. Now tell me, what do we call this operator? What is a special name
assignment
for
operator.
this operator? Yes, assignment operator. Assignment operator. Now tell me, what will be the result of this one? If I will write like this, tell me what will be the result of this one?
True.
Sir,
True.
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 Okay. Now I am writing what will be the answer of this one?
Sir, false. So false.
Sir,
Sir,
false.
false.
False. Good.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
can you explain the first one? That 0. So then that
9.
2 line, that sign, and then
Yes.
9.
Yes.
So 2 1. So
Why
because
true?
I came late.
Okay.
That's
0 actually is false. In Java, if you are writing like this, 0 will means false, and non-zero means whatever is not 0 will become true. So what is actually happening here? We have two values.
Okay.
0. 0 is false, or we have 9 as true. So because it is or, if any one of the condition is true, it will give us the value. Overall value we are going to get is true. Because if any one condition is true, it will become true.
okay.
Okay. Okay, class, thank you. And you have to watch that previous video. That video, class, you have to watch. Okay. And this also I am sending to class 8A and 8B. Okay. Thank you, class. Let me take the attendance. Just
Okay,
1
sir.
minute.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.